excuse my, it's rumored that Lincoln wrote the Gettysburg Address on the back of an envelope, so I just took a page from his book. No, I'm not. I know I'm not Lincoln. Okay. First, I want to make the apologies for the director of Looking for Lincoln. She was supposed to be here today, but she had back surgery on Monday, so it just didn't work out. But I'm here, and I work for Looking for Lincoln. I'm here to represent them. The Looking for Lincoln Coalition, also known as the Abraham Lincoln National Heritage Area, which is part of the National Park Service, which if you really want to know, I'll explain it all to you. But and we are so pleased to be able to provide this sign for Pontiac. Since the early 2000s, the Looking for Lincoln Coalition has been telling the story of Lincoln's life and times, and they've placed over 200 interpretive, we call these wayside signs throughout the state. We got one over here, different model, but the same idea. But we realized a few years ago that there were some stories that hadn't yet been told, stories that were a little bit untold or underappreciated maybe. And so through the funding provided by the Union Pacific Corporation, thank you very much, Union Pacific, we were able to place 5 signs that told these untold stories. And I'm totally off script now, so you know. One of these old stories, untold stories, is about Albert Cashier. You may be aware of the story. I'll let it be unveiled in a few moments. The other thing I'm here to do today is to thank people, and I would really like to thank the city of Pontiac, particularly through Liz Vincent, who facilitated the creation of this sign, and also the Livingston County Historical Society, represented today by Maley. They both have a lot of input on the sign, and I really appreciated their help, and as does the facilitator. And having now mentioned both of them, I was going to pass it off to them, but thank you all for coming today. It's a great day. I thought it was a little cold, but right now the weather's cooperating, so we'll take this. This is better than a dust storm or a hailstorm, so we'll take this for today. Thank you, Barb.
Sure.
My name is Liz Vincent. I think everybody knows me, but I'm Liz Vincent. I'm the Director of Community Enrichment here for the City of Pontiac, and I do have a couple of thank yous myself. First off, I would like to thank Barb. I have to say, one of the best things about this is getting to know Barb. She's fantastic. I want to be here when I grow up, but that's neither here nor there, because I probably won't grow up. Anyway, Looking for Lincoln, the fact that they're telling these untold stories, I think is so important. And I love that there's this focus on untold stories. So I'm going to go back just a little bit in Pontiac history. The very first director of tourism was Betty Estes. Betty Estes, so with that, do you want to come help?
Oh, you're doing fine.
Yeah, we're doing an actual unveiling.
You're doing this fine.
Here. Oh, we got fun. Yay.
Yeah, I gave a presentation about Albert Cashier to the Historical Society a few week ago because we had the sign. If you're interested, I can send you a copy of that. I'm going to convert it to a YouTube video. I'm about halfway there, just don't have it done yet. But if you go out and look, there are other YouTube videos about Albert Cashier, including at least one Irish film company. And it seems like that town in Ireland took an interest in this story in the last 10 years. And we had some people at our meeting that had been to Ireland, and they saw we have some commemorative signs in that town. So they've taken an interest in and after we get done here, we have light refreshments inside, and I'll start doing tours of the house right at 1 o'clock or so. You're welcome to take some advertising. We have 2 other houses in town, open from 1 to 3. The Yost house is down by the Mill Street Bridge. The unique thing about that is there's 2 generations of people's possessions in there. Going clear back to around 1900. There's some stuff older than that too, but it's just a neat house. You don't see that. And then the Jones house is the oldest brick house in Pontiac. And I call it a cute story and a half, but it is a neat house inside to see that. And of course, the 3rd house is the Strevell house. So thank you.
So if we could just do a couple photographs, I think, and then, well, if everybody could get in a photo, so we...
Which is the fancy name for tour guide of the Strevell house here. Yeah, Liz and I looked around Pontiac, where could we put this, and I think there's at least 12 other signs in Pontiac.
10, yes.
Yeah, somewhere around there. So if you haven't seen them, they're all over town. They're really neat. I like all of them. But like Liz says, this story is a Civil War story, and the story of this house is having Abraham Lincoln visit for an afternoon and evening. So it kind of made sense to put it over here. We're glad we have it over here. We're hoping that people that come to see the Strevell house naturally will also see the Albert Cashier sign. So I think it'll work out very well. I'd like to thank the Looking for Lincoln group for the signs. I think they're really great. Like Liz said, there are unusual stories that need to be remembered and be told, and I think this is one of them. So thank you, Liz.